Special thanks to Patreon supporter Koya for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War bathtub build tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the USS Midway. The USS Midway, CV-41, is an aircraft carrier formerly of the United States Navy, the lead ship of her class. Commissioned 8 days after the end of World War II, Midway was the largest ship in the world until 1955, as well as the first U.S. aircraft carrier too big to transit the Panama Canal. She operated for 47 years, during which time she saw action in the Vietnam War, and served as the Persian Gulf flagship in 1991 as Operation Desert Storm. Decommissioned in 1992, she is now a museum ship at the USS Midway Museum in San Diego, California, and is the only remaining inactive U.S. aircraft carrier that is not an Essex-class aircraft carrier. So yeah, the USS Midway here, a really kind of historic ship, I would say, due to the fact that this ship was around for prop-driven aircraft at the beginning of the jet age, and even into modern times operating the modern F-18s and all that. This ship had a really wide service career, almost 50 years of service, and really saw all the conflicts in the Cold War, as well as even some modern conflicts such as Operation Desert Storm. Overall, a very kind of historic aircraft carrier in that sense, and the fact that this carrier served for as long as it did is definitely really interesting, to say the least, considering the fact that there were numerous times where the upgrades for the ship would have been way more than it was really worth, but the Navy went ahead and did it anyway and continued to upgrade the Midway. This version we have in here is the version that you can currently see as the museum ship. This is the fully upgraded version, the fully modernized, I guess you can say, version of the Midway, just with its angled flight decks and extra elevators and stuff like that. So overall, really beautiful ship, and I do actually have a tie to this. My grandfather actually served on the Midway, operating, I believe, the radios for the SH-3s, I believe, the Vikings or something like that. I can't remember exactly the aircraft, but I know that they were an anti-submarine type of aircraft. So, really cool carrier, and kind of a special one to build, I think, for my, I guess, family ties to it. But yeah, beautiful museum. I've been to it a couple times. If you ever are in San Diego, I definitely recommend checking out this museum. It's probably one of the best ship museums you can actually really go to. It's just so well maintained and just overall beautiful. So definitely recommend it. But before we go and take a look at this build, I do want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter Koya for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel where you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is in my video descriptions, where you can go put a small amount to chat every month, and in doing so earn a video request to your choosing. It really helps support the work I do on my channel, and it's really greatly appreciated, so definitely feel free to check it out if you're interested. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive in to take a look here at the Midway. So the Midway here, as I mentioned, this is the modernized version of the carrier. So we have the angled flight deck, as well as the elevators and kind of the expanded flight deck space, which were upgrades to the Midway. However, those upgrades did make the Midway very, or I don't want to say very, but it made it a lot more unstable compared to its original configuration, just as a standard flat top World War II type configuration. But we have all the deck details here for the front of the flight deck here, all the little catwalks, walkways, and stuff like that. As I mentioned, we have the angled flight deck, all the, again, instruments on the side here, various communication arrays, radars, you name it, catwalks, all that stuff. We also have the elevator here, and again, more catwalks here to the back. We have some of the different systems and stuff like that located on the sides of the ship as well. As we approach over here on this side, again, same thing, just some more catwalks and weapon systems, some rib, like deploying little lifeboats and stuff like that, deploying systems and stuff like that on the side there. We have the little radar system comes out the side here. We have another elevator, as well as on the side here, again, just more of the detailing here, and the most forward elevator right here. And you can see the bridge here looks really nice, came out really good. It's obviously the extremely modernized version, so got the black there, the all the modern communication arrays, as well as this mounted, I believe, radar system or something like that on the back here, which kind of was an extension off of the tower. So overall, really nice ship. Love the way it came out, and will make an awesome addition to any of your Cold War type fleets, where hopefully we'll see some more Cold War support vessels coming out for those. Or if you're just looking for a nice museum ship really to kind of fit in there, and it'll be great. But also, I just want to kind of show you the size comparison, like just how slimmer this thing is. It's actually surprisingly close in length to like the Ford and the Nimitz, but just the size-wise, it's like it's half the width of like a Nimitz. So definitely a lot smaller, and all that, and just kind of shows that Cold War type period. But absolutely love this carrier thing. It came out really good, and look forward to seeing some more Cold War carriers. Anyways, let's go move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer, layer number 1. Alright guys, so moving into our first layer, we'll go ahead and beginning with layer number 1. Now for layer 1, a few quick things I want to mention is if you're completely new to my BAFTA build tutorials, what I like to do for the first few layers here, where everything is symmetrical, is I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is we're building the entire carrier, or the entire center line, and then the right side of the carrier. That'll be up to you guys to copy the right side over to the left side. And we're going to do this probably for the first 3 layers, and then we're going to go and start to get into some of the differences between the layers after those, basically at layer 4. So the first few layers here will be on off, or one side on, one side will be done by you guys in between layers. Makes it a little bit easier, a little bit faster for me to record. But yeah, that's pretty much that. In addition, I also want to mention that if you want to build this in the water, you do need to make sure you build this the correct height in the water. So this layer here, layer number 1, is going to be basically one full block underneath the water level. You can see the blue concrete here representing that water level, and you can see the start here of our layer is basically one block below that. So definitely make sure that's correct. If that's not, your aircraft carrier is not going to sit properly in the water. So just take the time, make sure that that's correct, and let's go and continue on. At this point here, we want to go and then take our red concrete, and we're going to place down a long row down the center, which is going to be a row of 51 red concrete blocks, followed by a acacia wood trapdoor there on the very end. Once we have that done, we're going to go back up to the front and start working our way out to the sides here. We're going to go ahead and count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, our 6th red concrete block. We're going to place down 2 red stained glass panes to the side here, followed by 2 brick walls, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Red concrete blocks back, then followed by 2 brick ups downstairs, a brick top slab, a end rod, a acacia wood trapdoor, or sorry, fence gate, and then a birchwood slab. We're going to go and skip a space from the slab there, and out to the side here we're going to place down an acacia wood trapdoor like so, open it like that, and then you can go ahead and break these blocks like so, so it should look like this here on the back for the start of our props there. After that, going back up to the front here, we're going to go and place down 1 and 2 red stained glass panes coming off the 2nd and 3rd red concrete blocks to the side here, followed by 2 brick walls, and then a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 red concrete blocks back, followed by 2 brick ups downstairs, and then 2 brick top slabs, and after that we're going to place down 2 end rods, 3 end rods back, and then a acacia wood fence gate, and then a birchwood slab, just like that. After that, go ahead and go back up to the front. We're going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red concrete blocks. We're going to place down a brick top slab, like so, followed by a 2nd brick top slab, and then a row of 1, 2, 3 brick ups downstairs, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 red concrete blocks, followed by 1, 2, 3 brick ups downstairs, and then 1, 2, 3 brick top slabs, like that, going toward the back there. After that's all done, we're going to go and then take our acacia wood signs. We're going to go ahead and count 1, 2, and our 3rd red concrete block from the back there. On this outer row, we're going to place down a sign, and then we're going to go and do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, place down a acacia wood sign, and we just want to go and then connect our signs together with a row of acacia wood signs, like that. And after that's all done there, that right there is going to basically complete what we have there for layer number 1. Take a look at it from above. This is what we should have for the top-down view. You're going to take what we do on the right side, copy it over to the left side, and you guys will be pretty much good to go. But yeah, that right there is going to do it for layer number 1. And with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 2. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our next layer, we're going to be going ahead and moving into layer 2. For layer 2 to begin with, we're going to place down a red stained glass pane on top of this red concrete block, followed by a brick wall back from it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red concrete blocks back. After that, go ahead and go into our red concrete blocks here. Or actually, sorry, we're going to go back to our back here of the ship, so far our center line. We're going to place down a red concrete block on top of this acacia wood trapdoor, followed by 2 more that come off of it past the acacia wood trapdoor, 2 brick top slabs, and then acacia wood trapdoor there on the end. After that, going back up to the front here, we're going to place down a red stained glass pane coming off the side here of this third block back, followed by a second glass pane, 2 brick walls, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red concrete blocks, then 1, 2 brick walls, then 1, 2 red stained glass panes. We're going to go then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red concrete blocks back, 2 brick walls come off the last 2 blocks, and then 2 red stained glass panes there to the side. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 red concrete blocks back, followed by 1, 2, 3 brick walls, and 2 red stained glass panes. On the inside here, and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red concrete blocks, followed by a 6th and a 7th one. And then we want to go ahead and place down a brick upside down stair, brick top slab, and acacia wood trapdoor. On the inside here of the stair, we're going to place down a red concrete block, followed by a second one back, and another red concrete block after that, followed by a row of 2 of brick top slabs, and 2 acacia wood trapdoors after those brick top slabs. And actually this brick top slab here, so the second one's actually going to be a brick upside down stair, and make sure it's upside down to the side there, so it connects up to that trapdoor. And on the back of that stair, we're going to place down a lever as well, like so. If it's in the water, I don't think you'll be able to place a lever, but if you're able to, just go ahead and place the lever on both sides there for a bit of detail there. Anyways, that right there is going to conclude what we have here for layer number 2 for the build. One thing I would also recommend is, if you want to and want to spend the time doing it, to go ahead and fill the inside in here with red concrete, just to kind of make this build a little bit more solid. Completely up to you guys, though. If you are building this in the water, you will have water on the inside here. It's probably best to go ahead and get rid of it. That's one thing you guys can do. Again, not mandatory, but I like to make my builds a little bit more solid, and by that, filling them in is a good way to go. But yeah, I'll leave that up to you guys if you want to do that. Anyways, that right there is going to conclude layer number 2, and with that, let's move on to layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next step, we're moving into layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a inside wall on top of this red stained glass pane, just like so. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stone blocks back to the side here. Or actually, sorry, we're going to go and then go to the back of the ship. For our center line continue, we're going to go to this middle acacia wood trapdoor, and we're going to go then place down a stone block on top of it, followed by a stone top slab like that coming off the rear. With that done, going back up to the front here, we're going to place down 2 inside walls coming off these last 2 stone blocks, as well as 2 light gray stained glass panes. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks, followed by a acacia wood or an inside wall to the side here, and then 1 and 2 light gray stained glass panes. After that, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone full blocks, then 2 light gray stained glass panes here to the side, and we're going to then follow this up by placing down a row of andesite walls, which should be a row of 2 right there. So it's going to be a row of 2 of andesite walls. So same thing here on both sides, like so. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and also place down 1, 2 stone blocks, additionally going back from those walls. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26 stone blocks back, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3 andesite walls, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 light gray stained glass panes. On the inside here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stone blocks back, followed by a stone upside down stair, stone upside down corner stair upside down stair coming off that, so this turns into a corner stair, and then we have a upside down stair there. And we just want to go ahead and place down 2 stone top slabs back from that. On the inside here, these 2 stone top slabs, we're going to place down 2 stone full blocks. And then after those stone full blocks, we're going to place down a stone top slab like this coming off the end here. And that right there will basically conclude what we have there for layer 3. Taking a look at it from the top down view, this is what we have. You should take what we did on the right side and flip it over to the left side. And once you do, you'll be pretty much good to go. Again, you can choose to fill the inside in here with stone, as that's what I like to do, is I like to fill this area in. But again, completely optional, doesn't have to really be done. So that right there is going to conclude what we have there for layer number 3. And with that, we'll move on to layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer 4. Now layer 4 here is where we're going to go and start to do everything together, as layer 4 is where we start to get into the complicated bits, such as basically this thing being asymmetrical. So this is what our layer is going to look like pretty much when we have it complete. Now, to go ahead and get started with this, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place down a stone block on top of this wall here, followed by a stone upside down stair coming off that block going forward. After we have that done, we're going to place down a top slab to the side of that stone block, followed by a stone upside down stair. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves an item frame, as well as a crossbow. And we're going to place down an item frame and a crossbow in that stair. So like that. And we can go ahead and do the same thing over here on this side. Stone top slab, upside down stair, item frame, and a crossbow rotated facing downwards, like so to both sides. At this point here, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1 and 2 stone full blocks down the center here, followed by 2 stone upside down stairs to both sides. And then we're going to then place down a row of 3 of stone full blocks like that across. We're going to then place down a second row of 3, followed by a third row, a fourth row, a fifth row, a sixth row, and then at this point we're going to then take light gray stainless panes and place them down the sides here of these stone blocks like so. At this point we start to get into our differences, so we're going to go ahead and focus on the right side to begin with, and then we'll move to the left side after we have the right side done. So at this point right here in the build we do have a difference, and what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go off these glass panes with a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone full blocks. Now after those stone full blocks, we're going to place down 2 stone top slabs coming off the first 2 stone blocks, and then 2 stone upside down stairs. At this point, we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves some iron trapdoors. And we want to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor, which will be basically over this section here. So it's going to be an iron trapdoor right here. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4 after it. We're also going to go ahead and swap out, or going to go ahead and go under this iron trapdoor. We're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane right there. And we can go ahead and also do the same thing over here. Just extend that one more forward just to make this work a little bit better in this section here. Anyways, after that's all done right there, we're going to go ahead and then grab polished andesite. So go into our creative menu, grab polished andesite, and for the doors here, we're going to go ahead and place down polished andesite. You can place black right there if you do want to have it kind of open. But for our, basically our aircraft carrier, we're just going to go ahead and leave a row of 5 polished andesite. At this point here, we're going to go ahead and take our stone blocks, and we want to go ahead and place down a row of what is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 14 and 15 stone blocks back. And then coming off these blocks to the side here, we're going to place down a row of 15 stone upside down stairs all the way along the side here. So like so. We're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves a narrow brick wall, and on the front here of the third stair from the last, we're going to go ahead and place down a narrow brick wall just come off to the side there for now. We're going to go ahead and grab our iron trapdoors again. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron trapdoors right here again, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks. So sorry, just right behind him. We're going to go then switch back to our stone blocks. We're going to place down 1 and 2 stone blocks here with 2 stone upside down stairs coming off those stairs. After we have those upside down stairs placed, we do want to go ahead and skip a space from this first stair. So just place down a placeholder block, and then coming off that block, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab, delete that block so you have a space between the top slab and the stair, and then 2 more iron trapdoors to the side there. After that, we're going to go then take our stone blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone blocks back. And after, we're going to then place down a skeleton skull, which will be coming off the side here of this stone block right here. After that, we're going to go then take our andesite walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3 andesite walls back. And after those 3 andesite walls, we're going to place down 2 light gray stained glass panes. On the inside here, we're going to go ahead and take stone blocks. And we're going to place down a row of 5 of stone blocks behind those blocks like so. And we want to go then place down 2 more additional stone blocks, followed by 2 stone upside down stairs coming off those blocks. After that, we're going to then place down a row of 4 more stone blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like so. We're going to go and grab dark oak wood fence gates. We're going to place down 2 dark oak wood fence gates on the sides here of those stone blocks, as well as an iron trapdoor here, and then a skeleton skull right here. After we have that done, we're going to go and then place down 2 andesite walls back, like so. And we're going to go and then grab ourselves some gray carpet, or sorry, gray wool. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 over from this first one, then a stone block on the side here, gray wool, stone block. And on the very back here, we're just going to go ahead and place down a stone upside down stair, and a stone upside down corner stair coming off the sides there of that stair. Now at this point right here, we will be going ahead and using a debug stick and some features that are really going to be only really on Java. But before we get to that, we're going to go to this wall right here. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate, open it toward the slab there, and we're going to then place down an iron trapdoor, come off that fence gate to the side there, like so. At this point right here, we are going to go ahead and drift into some things that are going to be only on Java using the Minecraft debug stick, which will, by using the give command, we can go ahead and give ourselves the debug stick, which we'll be using here to alter the properties of some levers. Now again, as I mentioned, this is a feature that's only going to be available on Java. As far as I know, Pocket Edition of Bedrock does not have access to a debug stick, so if that's the case, you guys can try to come up with some other alternatives for this using fence gates or skeleton skulls or whatever, but for us and being on Java, we can have the access to this debug stick and the levers here that we can go and use some cool techniques with. For this technique, super simple, we're going to place down a placeholder block, so just a random block here and come off this iron trapdoor, a lever, and then using our debug stick, we can go ahead and rotate the facing, so selected facing, we're going to go ahead and rotate this so it connects up to this andesite wall. Once we have that done, that lever is going to be placed and good to go. Now what we want to do next is we want to go ahead and then go to the side of this fence gate. So we're going to place down a block, kind of comes off this fence gate here at an angle, we're going to place down a lever, and we're going to go do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and rotate the facing so that it is coming off this fence gate, like so. And that right there is going to be on the right side, and the right side only, and that's our section there, using a little bit of kind of cheats or commands to kind of have our way with Minecraft and get what we want there. So that's basically what we have right there on the right side and everything with that. Anyways, now moving to the left side of the ship, we're going to go and place down 2 andesite walls right here, followed by a row of 3 of stone full blocks. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the first one, a stone top slab coming off the second one. We're going to go and then basically place down an additional 2 stone blocks with 2 stone top slabs coming off of them like so. And, or actually it's only going to be, let me just go and double check here. It's actually going to be a stone top slab and then a corner stair. So let me go and grab some stairs real quick. We're going to place down a stone upside down stair coming off the side of that stone block, like so, and then coming off this stone upside down stair, we're going to place down a stair like that, so this stair right here will turn into a corner stair, and then you have your normal stair, and we just want to go ahead and place down an additional stone upside down stair going forward. After that, we're going to place down 2 stone blocks forward, and then grabbing our iron trapdoors, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron trapdoors, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite. We then want to take our stone blocks. We're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27 stone blocks going toward the front. Coming off our second stone block there from the front, we're going to place down a stone top slab, followed by an additional 1, 2, 3, and 4 backs. So you have a row of 5 there. Going to go and double check my count here. Actually it's going to be a row of 6. So row 6 here. And then we're going to place down a row of 4 of iron trapdoors. So row of 4, like so. After that, we then want to go ahead and place down 2 light gray stainless panes, which will be coming off, or this stone block here. So we're going to place down 1 and 2, like that, going forward. And then we want to go and then grab our stone blocks. We're going to place down 2 stone blocks on the inside here, and then 1 additional one. After that, we're going to go and then place down a additional stone block, so one that's going to be on top of this andesite wall, followed by an andesite wall here, and then we're going to go and place down a light gray stainless pane right here in this section here, coming off the andesite wall. On the inside here, we're going to go ahead and just place down 2 stone full blocks, like so, on the inside of the glass pane and the andesite wall. And once we have that all done right there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have here for this layer, just trying to make sure we're not missing anything, and everything does appear to be good to go. So not a too complex layer, but our next layer we're going to start to get into some detailing, so it will be a little bit more tricky, but yeah, for the most part, pretty easy, straightforward layer. This is what we should have from the top-down view. Just make sure you take your time, make sure everything is good and lining up for it, and that right there will basically do it. Again, you can go and choose to fill the inside in here with stone if you do want to, but with that right there is going to do it for layer number 4, and with that, let's move into layer number 5. Alright guys, going ahead and move into our next layer. We have layer number 5. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 5. Layer 5 here is going to be another kind of complicated layer. This one a little bit more complicated than the previous one, as we do have a little bit more detailing going on and all that fun stuff. But let's go ahead and dive into it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a stone block on top of the stone upside down stair, followed by a stone upside down stair coming off that block like that toward the front. We're going to place down an item frame on the front here and go ahead and then grab ourselves a black concrete block. We're going to place down a black concrete block in that item frame, as well as a dark oak wood sign, which will be going over the front of the item frame on top of this, or on the side there of the stair. And that right there is a Java only feature. So if you're on Java, you can go ahead and add that on. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, disregard the sign and just go ahead and go with the item frame. We then want to place down a stone upside down stair to both sides there, as well as 2 iron trapdoors going forward from these stairs on both sides like that. After that's done, we're going to then place down a stone top slab to both sides like that. And then going back from that stone top slab, we're going to be going ahead and grabbing our light gray stained glass panes, and we're going to place down a row of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And on the inside here, we're just going to go ahead and grab stone blocks and just place down a row of 6 of stone blocks here on the sides, like so. After that, we then want to go ahead and grab our andesite walls, and then going back from our glass panes there, we're going to place down a row of 4 of andesite walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing, stone blocks here on the insides there of those andesite walls like that. At this point here, we're going to go and start focusing our attention here to the right side of the ship, and we'll work our way around to the left side. So for the right side here, we're going to go and grab ourselves some iron trapdoors. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor that comes off this stone top slab like so, followed by one that goes toward the front, and then going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 iron trapdoors like that along the side there. At this point here, we're going to go and then grab ourselves an anvil and some dark oak wood fence gates. We're going to place down an anvil here, followed by a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the anvil, and open it up toward it like so. And we then want to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor here, followed by a dark oak wood sign, which we'll go and grab, and that will be coming off the side here, this iron trapdoor, as well as 2 light gray stained glass panes back from that. And also on the side there, the light gray stained glass panes, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood signs. We then want to go and go to the, after these inside walls, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 of stone full blocks like so. At this point, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polished andesite full blocks across, and then after those polished andesite full blocks, we're going to take our stone top slabs and place down a row of 5 of stone top slabs coming off those. One quick side note is I will be going ahead and doing the elevators at the end of the video, showing you guys how to do the risen up elevators and also the drop down elevators, so you will have access to basically both those and able to basically use those how you wish. So you will be able to kind of play around with your elevators and have both formats, so for however you want to configure the ship. Anyways, at this point here, we're going to go then take our stone full blocks. We're going to place down a stone full block here after this top slab, followed by 2 polished andesite blocks. And after those polished andesite blocks, we're going to go ahead and also place down an iron trapdoor, which will be coming off this second upside down stone stair. And on top of that, we want to go and grab a stone brick wall, and we're going to place down a stone brick wall on top of that. We're going to go and then place down a skeleton skull, which will be coming off the side here of this polished andesite block right here. And then after that, we want to go and then place down a stone brick, or actually, sorry, my bad, it's going to be 2 iron trapdoors. So 2 iron trapdoors right here, then a stone brick top slab. And then after that, we want to go and then place down another stone block here, grab ourselves a stone brick slab, and we're going to place down a stone brick top slab here and a skeleton skull on the side of that top slab. After we have that all done there, we're going to go and then take our stone stairs, and we're going to place down a row of 3. So 1, 2, 3 stone stairs like so, and dark oak wood signs there on the fronts there of those stairs. We're going to go then place down a polished andesite block, and on this polished andesite block, we are going to be placing down a ladder, like so. We're going to go then place down 2 stone stairs again, 2 dark oak wood signs coming off the stairs, and then again 2 polished andesite blocks and 2 ladders like so. After that, we're going to place down another stone block here, another stone top slab, and we're going to then place down another brick fence post coming off this top slab and one that goes forward from it like so. We're going to go then place down a stone block here, followed by a second one. And to the sides here, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 2 stone top slabs, so 1, 2 right here, then a stone upside down stair, and then a stone top slab like that coming off that upside down stair, and actually it's going to be a second top slab coming off that stair, so like that out to the side there. After that, we're going to go and then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polished andesite blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone top slabs, and then after that, we want to go and then place down a row of 1, 2, 3 stone full blocks, We're going to go and take our iron trapdoors and place down 1, 2, 3, 4 iron trapdoors in this section here, followed by a stone brick upside down stair, which will be coming off this stone brick top slab up to the side there at an angle. And then we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the back of the stair like so, as well as a stone brick slab, which will be on top of this iron trapdoor here. And then we're going to place down a block of iron on this iron trapdoor there on the very outside there, like that. With that all done, we're going to go and then grab ourselves some dark oak wood signs and some beds. We're going to place down a dark oak wood sign coming off the side of this iron trapdoor, an iron trapdoor right here, and then a skeleton skull coming off the side of that one as well. We're going to go and then place down additional 2 stone blocks back, followed by a white bed, like so. And we then want to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks and 3 dark oak wood signs here, or dark oak wood fence gates on the side here with dark oak wood signs on the side like that. After that's all done, we're going to go then grab a nether brick fence post and we're place down a nether brick fence post here, as well as a dark oak wood sign coming off the side of the fence post. We then want to place down 2 stone blocks here like so, followed by again 2 stone blocks located in this section. Grab an iron trapdoors, we'll place down 2 iron trapdoors, as well as 2 dark oak wood signs coming off the sides there of those iron trapdoors. We're going to go ahead and place down 2 stone blocks again, followed by 2 andesite walls, and we're going to then grab ourselves some polished black stone slabs. And we're going to place down 2 polished black stone slabs here, like this going back, as well as 2 stone blocks here on the inside, like so. We're going to place down 1 additional stone block back, followed by a skeleton skull like this, another stone block back, and then grab ourselves an end rod. We want to go ahead and place down an end rod right here on the skeleton skull like so. At this point, on top of this dark oak or this andesite wall, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate and open that toward the rear of the ship. One thing to note is that if you do place that, chances are that lever will disappear, so just go ahead and make sure that you do replace that lever if that's the case. So very simple, we'll just go ahead and rotate it back around, and we accidentally broke our other lever over here, so we'll go ahead and take the time to fix that as well. Make sure you definitely crouch and place it, and use the tool here, because it will actually activate that fence gate and cause our levers to kind of spaz out. So anyways, once we have that done, we then want to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor, which will be over this section here, and we're going to then place down another dark oak wood fence gate coming off this trapdoor, and we're going to open it like that toward the trapdoor, as well as an item frame right here. And in that item frame, we want to go ahead and place down a a yellow bed facing upwards like that. And again, if you're on Java, we're going to place down a dark oak wood sign like so, coming off that fence gate like that for the rear there. Also, if you are on Java, we can place down an item frame on top of this wall right here. And actually, apparently not. That's weird, because oh no, sorry, it's going to be on top of this fence gate, so like so. And we can go ahead and then place down a iron bar, which will be on that like that. I think you can do that on bedrock as well, but yeah, it's just gonna look like this. And I do believe there was an iron trapdoor coming off this fence gate. If not, there should be an iron trapdoor coming off this fence gate. So if I did forget that, just go ahead and throw that on. It does look like I did, so just go ahead and make sure you throw down that iron trapdoor, and we're gonna go ahead and place down a gray carpet on top of it like so for that little platform there. Alright guys, so one quick adjustment we're going to make here to this back section is this is actually supposed to be skewed out to the side. So this fence gate should actually be on top of this lever here, and it's going to be opened up toward the back. We then want to go and then place down the iron trapdoor here, and this item frame right here will be optional. So if you're on Java, you can place the item frame. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, you will not be able to. So just an extra little feature there. And we're also going to go and place down another dark oak wood fence gate right here, which will be opened up toward this iron trapdoor. We can go and then delete these ones here. And same thing we did over on the other side, we're going to place down an item frame, yellow bed, and a dark oak wood sign over it, like so. So I do apologize for making that little mistake there, but those do tend to happen from time to time, and it just needs to be scooted out to the side there, so nothing too crazy. In this space right here, we're going to then place down an iron trapdoor. We're going to go then grab ourselves gray carpet, as well as a redstone repeater. We're going to place down 2 gray carpets here, redstone repeater with the notches spread apart. And then we're going to go and then place down a gray carpet here, and a stone block located in this section, gray carpet here, and a end rod on top of this wall. After that's all done, we want to go and then take our stone blocks and we're going to go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 along this side here. We're going to go and then grab ourselves some iron trapdoors and place down an iron trapdoor on top of this fence gate. Followed by will be a lever, which will be facing this direction like so. We're going to go and then place down a lever right here. Followed by will be a redstone comparator. So like this. Then we want to go and place down a skeleton skull right here. Followed by an iron trapdoor. And like we did up in the front here, a anvil, which will have a dark liquid fence gate coming off of it. So anvil here, fence gate coming off of it like so, and open up toward it like that. After that, we're going to then place down a light gray stainless pane in this section here, followed by a row of 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors like that going off to the side there. We then want to take our polished andesite. We're going to place down a row of 5 across on top of the row from the previous layer, and then take our stone top slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone top slabs across the top there. We then want to take our stone blocks, and we're going to run our stone blocks basically all the way to the front of the build here. So we're going to go ahead and start off here. We're going to go ahead and go off the top slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27 stone full blocks back. Actually, sorry, it's going to be 28. And then on the end here of that row, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone upside down stair. So we're going to have a stone upside down stair like this. After that, we then want to go and place down a stone top slab here to the side. We're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 stone blocks back. We're going to go then switch to stone stairs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 stone upside down stairs. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone top slab next to this full block here. And we're going to go then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks back. So let me go and double check here. It's actually going to be 6. So 6 stone blocks back like this. After that, we're going to go then place down a row 2 of stone upside down stairs. So 1, 2. And then a row 3 of stone top slabs. So 1, 2, 3 stone top slabs back like that. And then going out to the side here again, we want to go ahead and grab our top slabs. We're going to place down a row of 5 here. So coming off this stone block, stone top slab, then 1, 2, 3, 4 back. So you have a row of 5. And we then want to go and take our iron trapdoors, and we're just going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 iron trapdoors like so. Alright guys, so at this point here, we're going to then go to this section here and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trapdoors, as well as 1 iron trapdoor there to the side. And actually, sorry, it's going to be 2 out to the side there, just like that. We then want to go and go to this back section here to place down 2 iron trapdoors coming off this stair here, and we want to go and then go forward with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 iron trapdoors, and yep, it's going to be 6 iron trapdoors forward like that on the sides there. After that, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a block that we can easily build out the side with. So for this, we're going to go ahead and grab some yellow wool. We just want to go ahead and count 2 blocks out to the side of this second stone top slab. So 1, 2, and then we're going to place down a stone brick wall, and we can go and then delete these blocks like that. After this, we're going to go ahead and grab some skeleton skulls, iron trapdoors, and fence gates. We're going to place down a skeleton skull coming off, or actually to begin with, first off, we're going to take some stone blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this section right here. We're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull right here, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron trapdoors, a dark oak wood fence gate open up toward that wall, 2 iron trapdoors, another fence gate open up toward that glass pane, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 iron trapdoors, bringing us to the front there. And once we have that all done right there, that is going to complete what we have there for layer number 5. Taking a look at it from above here, this is what it should look from the top-down view. Just make sure you take what you do on the right side, copy it over to the left, or not copy it over, but make sure both sides are good to go. And again, you can have the option here to fill this in if you do want to. Anyways, though, that right there is going to conclude layer number 5 of the build. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer number 6. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our next layer, we'll be moving into layer number 6. Now layer 6 here is going to be our most complicated layer. We have basically this is going to be the final product. So as you can see, we have a lot going on here, so just make sure you pay close attention to it. It's going to be a little bit of a longer layer, just mainly due to the detail we have on the sides here. But again, yeah, just make sure you're paying close attention, and it shouldn't be too bad to get through. Anyways, to go ahead and get started, the first thing we want to do is we want to place down a stone block over this space, like so in the middle here. We want to go and then place down a gray wool block to both sides, so like this, to both sides here, followed by a piston on top of these two blocks here. And we're going to go then place down a daylight detector coming off these pistons, as well as a iron trap door on the bottom of those daylight detectors. Now these daylight detectors, we're going to go and turn to the night mode, like so, and then grab ourselves a debug stick. We're going to go ahead and make this selection here, and we can go ahead and extend these to true so that we create this look here for these pistons. Now this is a Java only feature. If you're on Bedrock, you can go ahead and use stone brick stairs or slabs, whatever works best for you guys to make that slope there for the fronts, but we're going to go ahead and go with that for our design here. We then want to place down a stone block to both sides, like so, as well as a polished black stone button on the center block, like so, and just know that your pistons will act up again if you do place that, so just make sure you take that into account. After we have that all done, we then want to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor on top of these stone blocks here to both sides, a dark oak wood sign coming off those iron trapdoors, and then a skeleton skull out to the sides here, like so. After that, on both sides, going back from our stone blocks, we're going to go ahead and go back 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 stone blocks back. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 back like that. So again, both sides like so. After we have that done, we're going to go ahead and focus our attention here to the right side. We're going to go ahead and get the right side built up before we go ahead and even take a look at the other side. So for this to go ahead and get started with, what we want to do for the right side here is we're going to be going ahead and placing down a iron trapdoor right here, followed by a dark oak wood sign. We're going to go then place down 2 grindstones, a end rod coming off this the second grindstone, and then a dark oak wood sign coming off the first one. We then want to go ahead and place down a daylight detector, turn this to night mode, dark oak wood sign on the side here, followed by 2 grindstones. On the first grindstone, a dark oak wood sign, on the second, a skeleton skull, and then going up from the skeleton skull, we're going to place down 3 end rods, like so. We then want to place down 2 iron trapdoors with item frames on the side of those iron trapdoors, white beds in the item frames rotated on their sides, and again, if you're on Java, dark oak wood signs here on the sides there of those iron trapdoors. We're going to place down our grindstone here, followed by a skeleton skull, and then 3 levers going up. And we want to go then place down 1 and 2 grindstones again, item frames on the sides here, white beds on the sides here, and then dark oak wood signs, again if you're on Bedrock, or Java. And we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors. These 2 iron trapdoors are going to have dark oak wood signs on the side of them, like so. At this point, we're going to go and then place down a light gray stained glass pane on top of this one. And we want to go and then go out to the side here with a iron trapdoor, like so. We're going to place down a item frame on this side and also on this side as well, if you're able to. And we're going to place down white beds in those item frames, like so. We're going to go and rotate them on their sides, like that. We then want to take our stone blocks and we're going to place down a row of 2. So 1 and 2 on this inside section here. And coming off that, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a row of 2 of iron trapdoors that are going to drop below. So we're going to go ahead and go down. Coming off this fence gate, we want to go and place down 1 and 2 iron trapdoors like so. There's going to be a light gray stained glass pane right here in this section. And then go ahead and grab ourselves an anvil. We're going to place down an anvil right here on this iron trapdoor, like so, as well as a skeleton skull coming off the anvil, and then 1, 2 iron bars going up like that. Also, we want to go and grab some end rods, and we're going to place down end rods going up from this glass pane right here, so 1 and 2 end rods up, and a skeleton skull there on top of that end rod, like so. Again, we're going to go and skip the elevators for right now, so we're just going to go ahead and leave this space open for the time being. We can, however, go ahead and take some gray wool, and we'll just place down gray wool on top of those stone top slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top of the polished andesite, just like so. And we go ahead and just double check, make sure that that is correct there. Actually, my bad, it is going to be a row of gray carpet, or gray wool, on top of this section right here for that, and actually we'll make this a row of stone. So it'll be a row of stone across right here. After we have that done, we then want to go ahead and go to this second stone block. So this one right here, it'll place down 2 polished andesite blocks here, a gray wool block, and then 2 more polished andesite blocks like that for the time being. Then continuing on for this section here, what we want to do next is we want to go ahead and place down a gray wool block, which will be on top of this section here. So gray wool right here, then a stone block coming off that gray wool. We then want to go ahead and place down a light gray stained glass pane right here, just like that. And coming off that gray stained glass pane, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a iron trapdoor. So iron trapdoor like this, and also on the bottom here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 iron trapdoors, and then one more out here, actually just one like that to the side there. We're going to then place down a skeleton skull right here, a row of item frames. So again, using some Java ability here, we're going to place down 2 item frames here on the sides. I'm going to go ahead and put white beds in those item frames and dark oak signs on the side there of that first one. And the second one here, we're not able to place down an item frame, so we're just going to go ahead and leave that as is. And then on top of this stone, or this iron trapdoor, we're going to place down a cobweb and then a stone block behind it. In this section here, on top of the stone brick wall, we're going to place down a end rod. And then again, using our debug stick here and levers, we can go ahead and do a technique here to go ahead and create this little crane on the side here. So we're place down our block, our lever, grab a debug stick, and we're just going to go ahead and rotate the lever so that it connects up to our end rod like so. After that, we want to go and then grab ourselves some grindstones. We're going to place down 2 stone blocks here, and then 2 grindstones coming off those stone blocks like that, and a dark oak sign coming off this second one right here. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 stone blocks along the side here. And for all the detailing, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor right here, a dark oak sign on the side of that iron trapdoor. We then want to place down a row of 3 of grindstones. So 1, 2, 3 grindstones, and again dark oak signs there on the sides of those. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down our iron trapdoor here, dark oak sign, another set of 2 of grindstones, dark oak signs on the sides of those. And then after that, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor here, a skeleton skull coming off this iron trapdoor, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a andesite wall in this section here, a skeleton skull, a stone brick block going, or a stone block going back from that wall right there, then another wall to the side, and we're going to go ahead and place down just 1 and 2 stone blocks here. And on the very end here, we're going to place down our andesite wall with a skeleton skull coming off of it, and then going up from that skeleton skull, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 iron bars, so 1 and 2 up, like so. And also on top of this skeleton skull, there's going to be 2 iron bars going up, and as well as this section here, we're going to go and place down a end rod, which will be on top of this cobweb, like so, and then a acacia wood slab on top of that. So that right there will be that all done. We're going to do the same thing we did up there in the front, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone blocks across this section here. At this point, we want to go ahead and then place down a stone block, which will be on top of this iron trapdoor. So 1 more to the side there, and we're going to go and then go out to the side 1, followed by a light gray stained glass pane, which we'll grab from up here. So light gray stained glass pane right there on top of that upside down stair. We're going to then place down an iron trapdoor coming off of it, as well as a skeleton skull like so. And then we're going to place down a dark oak sign on the side there of that iron trapdoor, like so. Now after we have that all done there, we're going to go and then take our iron trapdoors and our stone blocks. We're going to go and take our stone blocks to begin with, and we want to go and place down a row along the side here of stone blocks that's going to go pretty much all the way to the back here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 stone blocks back. And then out to the sides here, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 iron trapdoors. Grab ourselves some item frames and beds. We want to go and go to the first section here, which is going to be a skeleton skull right here. Then 1 and 2 item frames, white beds, and again our dark liquid signs in those on those iron trapdoors as well. We're going to then place down a skeleton skull here, which will be followed up with a with some end rods. So we're going to go up 1, 2, and 3 end rods up, or iron bars up, and we're also going to place down 2 iron bars on top of these skeleton skulls right here. After that, we're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 item frames along the side here. Again, white beds in those item frames like that, and dark liquid signs here on the sides of these iron trapdoors, like so. Like that. And we're going to then take skeleton skulls, place down 1, 2, 3 skeleton skulls, followed by, again, a row of 1 and 2 iron trapdoors, 2 item frames, white beds in those item frames, and dark liquid signs here on the sides. We're going to go and then take our stone blocks, and we're going to be placing down a row of 3 of stone blocks, so 1, 2, 3, and then 3 skeleton skulls. We then want to place down an additional 2 stone blocks here, then 2 iron trapdoors to the side, 2 item frames, 2 white beds in those item frames, and again, dark liquid signs come off the side there of those iron trapdoors. After we have that all done there, we want to go and then take our stone top slabs and stairs. We're going to be going ahead and placing down a stone top slab here, a stone upside down stair like this, and a stone top slab, and then 1, 2, and 3 stone top slabs out to the side like so. Now going ahead and continue work on the back here. This section here is all a little funky because we're on the back of the ship here, but we're going to place down 1, 2 stone top slabs here, a stone full block, and like we did before, we're going to go ahead and grab our item frames. We're going to place down an item frame right here. In that item frame, we're going to place down a yellow bed and a dark liquid sign on the side there of that block, just like that. Now, once we have that all done, we're going to then take our stone blocks. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone blocks across this section. A stone upside down stair here, and followed by a stone upside down corner stair to the sides of that stair. Like that. We're going to go then take our stone top slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3 stone top slabs, like that, going back. Followed by 1, 2, and 1, 2 as well. And then coming off those 3 stone top slabs there, we're going to place down 3 skeleton skulls across. After we get to this point here, we're going to go and then place down a row of 3 of coming off this upside down stairs, so 1, 2, 3 top slabs. And we then want to go ahead and place down a stone top slab here, followed by an upside down skeleton, or upside down stair, and then 2 stone top slabs like that out to the side there. After we have that done, going to the side here, we're going to place down 3 skeleton skulls on the sides here of those 3 blocks right there. We then want to take our stone blocks, and we're going to place down a row going toward the front, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stone blocks going forward. On the sides here, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor right here. We're going to go and follow that up by placing down a dark liquid sign on the side of this iron trapdoor, just like this. We then want to go and place down another iron trapdoor here, a skeleton skull coming off the side of it. We then want to place down a row 2 of stone slabs, so 1, 2, and we're going to place down a skeleton skull on the side of the first one, and then a dark liquid sign on the second one. Going to the bottom here of this first one here, we're going to place down a lever face backwards to connect up to that lever like that for a little bit of like a staircase. We then want to take our iron trapdoors. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to place down dark liquid signs all the way along the side there of that row 4 of iron trapdoors. This point here, we're going to go and then place down a andesite wall in this section, and then coming off the andesite wall, we're going to place down a row of 1 and 2 light gray stained glass panes, as well as just like we did up in there here in the front, we're going to place down a anvil in this section here with a skeleton skull coming off the anvil, and you probably guessed it, our levers, or our what's the word I'm looking for? Our iron bars go up like that from the skeleton skull. After that, on the inside here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone full blocks. Then at this point, we want to go and place down a light gray stained glass pane on top of this iron trapdoor here, followed by a skeleton skull coming off it to the side, and we're just going to go ahead and then place down 1 and 2 stone blocks behind that glass pane. After that, we want to go and then grab our iron trapdoors, and we'll also go ahead and need our item frames again here. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor right here, followed by an item frame with a bed in the item frame, and again, this is going to be rotate on its side, like so. Or actually, this item frame is actually going to be, or this iron trapdoor is actually going to be come off the side there of that pane right there. Item frame, white bed in the item frame, and a dark oak wood sign like so. Behind that, we want to go ahead and then place down a stone block. Coming off that stone block, we're going to place down a light gray stained glass pane, and behind that glass pane, we're going to place down a stone block here on the inside, and we're just going to go ahead and then go 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone blocks forward for the time being. Continuing on the side, we're going to place down a skeleton skull right here, followed by a iron trapdoor. In that item, we're going to place down an item frame cut off the side of the trapdoor, a white bed, and a dark oak wood sign. After that, we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves some of our grindstones, and we're going to place down a row of 2 grindstones like so. Item frames there. Or item frame on the first one, a white bed in that item frame, and again a dark oak wood sign if you're on Java. Another dark oak wood sign here, and then another iron trapdoor with a dark oak wood sign on the side there, like that. After that's all done, we then want to go ahead and place down a additional 3 stone blocks down this row, so 1, 2, 3, and we're going to place down 3 light gray stained glass panes coming off those. We're going to go ahead and grab a dark oak wood fence gate. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate here, as well as 2 skeleton skulls coming off those 2 glass panes. And then taking our stone blocks, we're going to place down a row of 6 going forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the side here, we're going to place down an item frame with a dark oak wood sign on the, an iron trapdoor with a dark oak wood sign on the side there. We then want to place down an anvil right here, followed by an iron trapdoor coming off of it. And then we're going to go then grab some stone brick walls, and we're going to place down a row of 2 of stone brick walls in this section. So 2 stone brick walls, and then 1, 2, 3 light gray stained glass panes, and 3 light gray stained glass panes coming off those walls like that. We then want to take our stone blocks again. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 forward. So just like that, or actually, sorry, just 6 forward. So just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our iron trapdoors. We're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors here. Grab our item frames again. We're going to place down our 2 item frames like so. Our white beds in the item frames, like that, rotate on their sides, dark oak wood signs, just like that. After that, we're going to place down another iron trapdoor here, dark oak wood fence gate. And after that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 glass panes, 2 iron trapdoors like so, and then another dark oak wood fence gate in this section here. We're going to go then place down a row of 4 of stone full blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming off of these, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors here. Then grabbing cobwebs, we're going to place down a row of 2 of cobwebs to the side, like that. And then another iron trapdoor right here. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone top slab coming off this stone block, stone full block, stone top slab, stone full block, stone top slab, stone full block, stone top slab, and a stone full block here on top of that skeleton skull. And we're going to then just place down a andesite wall in this corner space like so. We then want to place down a row of 2 of iron trapdoors here coming off the side of this wall. And in this iron trapdoor, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood signs, followed by a item frame, which will be right here, which will be coming off of this slab here, or this trapdoor right here, and we're going to go ahead and place down a white bed in it. Again, a dark oak wood sign over it if you're able to. We then want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of grindstones. On the first 2 grindstones, we're going to have some item frames with white beds, and again, dark oak wood signs over the sides of them, like so. After that, we're going to leave this grindstone alone here. We're going to then place down a row of 2 of iron trapdoors, item frames, white beds, and dark oak wood signs coming off the side there of those iron trapdoors like so. Again, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors, or 2 grindstones here, dark oak wood sign there on that first one, or sorry, that second one, iron trapdoor, dark oak wood sign, then another grindstone like so, with a end rod coming off the grindstone, followed by a second grindstone, like this, another dark liquid sign on the side of it, and then we're going to place down an iron trapdoor here with a dark liquid sign on the side of that as well. And once we have that all done, that right there is going to basically complete what we have here for this layer. As you can see, a lot was kind of done to it, to say the very least. We can also go ahead and throw in a few more things so we don't have to worry about them. By going ahead and going to the skeleton skull here, placing down 2 iron bars up. This fence gate, we're going to place down 3 iron bars up, as well as this fence gate here, and this last fence gate located up here in the front. So those will go up as well. And also on the sides here, we're going to go and go to the grindstones, and coming off these grindstones, we're going to place down dark oak fence gates. Going up from those, we're going to go and place down 3 iron bars. And also an iron bar, 3 iron bars going up from this skeleton skull here in the front. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up now what we have here basically for layer number 6. With that all complete, that right there is our most difficult layer and really the most involved, so we do have a lot going on there, and that's why it did take so long. But you can see we really have a good outline of the ship here, and once we just kind of continue to expand upon it and add the other things we need to, the ship will really start to come together. But basically we have this all done. The final thing we need to do is just to go ahead and fill the inside in here with gray wool. Now luckily for me, I have commands, so I can make it a little bit easier for myself to do. But basically this whole inside section here will be filled in with gray wool. So anywhere on the inside here following our outline is just going to be filled in with gray wool, and you'll have a nice outline or a nice filled in kind of ship that looks something like this. Our next layer will be going ahead and basically involving a lot of the deck detailing and make sure that that is all good to go for the ship. But at this point in time, we are pretty much good to go and complete with layer number 6. And with that, we'll be going ahead and moving into layer number 7. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 7. Layer 7 here is going to be focused on mainly completing our deck and getting a little bit of the superstructure and a few more little details around the edge of the deck complete. First thing we're going to be going ahead and doing though is working on kind of our perimeter of the deck before we go ahead and dive into doing all the markings. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to be going ahead and go into this section here of the ship. We're going to go and place down a lever here on top of this stone block, and also a lever here facing toward that end rod like so. We're also going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull on top of this end rod right here, like that, followed by an end rod coming off of it going forward, and another skeleton skull like that coming off the end rod like that. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a polished blackstone upside down stair, and we're going to be placing it down on top of this space right here. So you have the polished blackstone upside down stair, and we're going to go and follow this up and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black concrete blocks back. So I'm just going to double check my positioning here. Actually, it's going to be one more back, so it's going to be this row in length here. So row of 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to go then place down polished blackstone walls on both sides of the last one, as well as black stained glass panes all the way along the side here of those black stained glass blocks on both sides, like so. After we have that done, we also want to go and place down a stone brick wall on top of this block here, and coming off that, we're going to be placing down a stone brick upside down stair like so. Grabbing end rods, we're going to go ahead and place down a end rod right here, come off this gray wool block, and a end rod right over there as well. So basically going back from our walls here, it's 2 blocks of space. Once we have that done, we're also going to go ahead and grab some andesite walls, and we're going to place down 2 andesite walls, which will be on top of this glass pane and this stone block. So 2 like this. We're going to go and then grab our item frames and our black beds and dark oak signs. We're going to place down item frames on the sides here, black beds in those item frames, and dark signs on the sides here, like so, for that section there. And going ahead and just scanning the perimeter to make sure we're not missing anything. The last thing we really have to do here is going to be going to these iron trapdoors here. We're just going to place down some item frames on top of them, like so, and we're just going to go ahead and place down iron bars in those item frames, like so. And now that we have that all done, we're going to be going ahead and now moving to our deck markings and all of our deck details. So for our deck details, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and start off by going ahead and taking our gray carpet. We're going to place down a gray carpet on top of that stone block there. And we want to go then go to the sides. We're going to go and take stone buttons and run a row of stone buttons all the way along the deck here to those polished andesite blocks. Same thing over here, and this will basically create your, or symbolize your catapults, like that. We're gonna go then take gray carpet, and we're gonna go ahead and run it around the perimeter on these stone blocks. So all the way around this side here, every stone block that we can, we're just going to go ahead and place down a gray carpet on top of it. So just like this, and same thing back here. So this right here is, again, just creating our deck detail. And we're going to go ahead and get to about this point right here, and we're going to go ahead and stop. Now we have that front right section done, and we're going to go ahead and also, a good thing for us to do now is to go ahead and do the actual deck lines. So this right here will kind of, you know, evolve what we actually need to place down carpet on a little bit later. So to get started with these deck lines, pretty simple. We're going to be going ahead and placing down a row 6 for our first one, and this right here is going to start on top of this wall, and it's going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 in total right there. We're going to then go over, and this right here is going to be a row of 7. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go over again, and this right here will be a row of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next row here is going to be a row of 6 as well. So let me just double check here, make sure we're doing this right. And so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then our next row after that is going to be another row of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then after that row of 6 there, it's going to be an additional row of 6. So like this. Then we're going to do a row of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then after that, we're just going to do a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that to the side there. And then for our other line, we're going to be going ahead and starting off on this stone top slab here to place down 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 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 And over again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then over again, 1, 2, 3. Carpets back like that. And actually, one quick thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and adjust this so that the carpets are actually going to be in line here with those other rows. So we're just going to go ahead and basically move these all forward one, so it will look something just like this. So you don't want to have it like this how we previously had it. You want it to be basically like that. So when this other line shifts over, this line shifts over as well. But anyways, once you have that all cleared up, we're going to go ahead and then switch to our yellow carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3. Then a white carpet. We're going to go and go over 1, 2, yellow, or sorry, white. Then 1, 2, 3, yellow. Then 1, 2, white. And then we're going to go and then do 1 white, 1, 2, 3, yellow, 1, 2, white, 1 white, 1, 2, 3, yellow, 1, 2, white, 1 white, 1, 2, 3, yellow, 2 white, 1 white, 1, 2, 3, yellow, 2 white, 1 white, 1, 2, 3, yellow, 1, 2, 3 white this time, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3 yellow and 1 white there on the end. At this point here, for the remaining deck, we're just going to be going ahead and taking our gray carpet and just go ahead and place it down on top of all these stone blocks, just making sure we have a nice consistent dark gray color for the top of our deck here. So we're just going to go and take this all the way around the perimeter of our build, also on top of this wall right here. So just like this, and also on the sides here on top of this first glass pane right here. So this one here, also on top of this glass pane, then these 2 stone blocks. On top of this glass pane here, and these 3 stone blocks. And then up here in the front, again, just on those blocks like so. And last thing for this layer really is just going to be going ahead and moving to this section, and on top of all these stone blocks here, we're just going to go ahead and place down our gray carpet. So just like that. And once we have that all done right there, that is going to basically complete layer 7 for the build, and you can see we have our deck done and all that fun stuff. And really what's left to do is to basically do our elevators and our conning tower. I think we'll go ahead and move on to the elevators real quick to kind of get those out of the way, covering both designs you can do for the elevators. So I'm going to go ahead and move into that section, talk about those elevators, and we'll kind of continue from there. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our elevators. Now, for our elevators here, I mentioned we'll be covering both designs here, basically the raised up platform and also the basically drop down one. So you have kind of playability for what you guys want to really do here for it. But let's go ahead and get started with this. First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be going ahead and go into this section here. We're going to be going ahead and placing down a stone upside down stair in this section, followed by a stone top slab right here, and then another stone brick upside down stair coming off of it. We're going to then place down 1 and 2 stone top slabs, or sorry, 3 stone top slabs over, another stone brick upside down stair, stone top slab, and another stone brick upside down stair right there. In this space right here, we're going to place down 2 rows of 3 of iron trapdoors, like so. And we want to go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood fence gate here, dark oak wood fence gate in the middle, and then an end rod going between these fence gates, like that. Once we have this done, we want to go and then grab our yellow, or basically our markering here, and we're going to go and place down red carpet, yellow, red. We're going to switch this carpet out for yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. So it's kind of this alternating pattern here around the deck to highlight it. And then obviously our gray carpet here on top of those, like that, to go and make the platform just like that. And that right there is basically all you need to do for the platform. That's right there is pretty much the raised one. It's pretty straightforward and easy to do. And well, basically the same thing will be applied to all these sections right here where you have the space of 5 for the elevator to fit in. Anyways, with that all covered, we'll be going ahead and now moving into the platforms lowered, so you'll be able to also do those as well. Alright guys, so moving into the lowered platforms, pretty straightforward. We're going ahead and go into this section here of the ship. This iron trapdoor we're actually going to swap out for a stone full block as well. That should probably be a full block, as well as that iron trapdoor there. So just gonna make that quick little change there because I think that's gonna look better there. But basically for these lower platforms, again, same thing can apply to both sides here. And really what we're gonna do for this is we're gonna be going ahead and go into this section here, and we're gonna place down a stone brick upside down stair located here, followed by a top slab, and then another stone brick upside down stair here. The reason we're doing this is so that we can have basically the sides here where the actual cables would run down. And same thing will be done over here. Stone top slab, or stone brick upside down stair, stone top slab, and a stone brick upside down stair. Now on the bottom here, we're going to go ahead and basically have a very similar setup. So stone brick upside down stair, top slab, and upside down stair right here as well. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3 stone brick top slabs over, stone upside down stair, top slab, and another stone brick upside down stair. And we'll just fill in the inside in here with iron trapdoors like that. And then taking our gray carpet, we're just going to go ahead and fill in the floor here of this platform with gray carpet to create the base there like so. Now, once we have that done, we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some iron bars. And for the cables here, we'll just go ahead and go between these stone brick stairs here with iron bars. So it's going to place down rows of 2 that basically go up and connect our stone brick stairs to each other like that to kind of show that more like an elevator type design. And of course on the sides here, dark oak wood fence gates to both sides, fence gate in the center, end rods like this between those fence gates. And then back up here, we're just going to go and do our outline. So our outline here is just going to be red carpet, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, and red. So you kind of have something that looks like that, and that right there is pretty much the elevator lowered. So you have the elevator back here lowered and the front one raised up, and you can go ahead and obviously choose whatever you want to do. You can have the front one lowered, back one raised. Again, whatever you want to do is up to you guys. And you also have your third elevator over here to figure out yourself. So pretty straightforward. Don't really think there's anything more I really need to cover on that. Should be all good to go for it. But yeah, that right there is going to be the 2 elevators, and with that, let's go ahead and move on, basically, I would say, to probably our final layers, where we're just going to be working on the conning tower. Alright guys, moving into our final layers here, we'll be working on layers 8 through 17. This right here is going to basically involve us pretty much strictly working on the conning tower, and pretty much getting that complete. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we want to do is we're going to be going ahead and going to the top of this polished black stone upside down stair. We're going to place down an upside down stair on top of it, followed by a wither skeleton skull to both sides. Item frame on the front here of the stair, black bed rotate on side, and a dark oak wood sign over that if you're on Java. We then want to place down a black concrete, or just a stone block back from that polished black stone stair. We're going to place down there upside down polished black stone stair to both sides. And same thing we did, item frame on the side here, black bed, rotate on side, and a dark oak wood sign. Same thing over here, item frame, black bed, rotate on side like so, and a dark oak wood sign on the side here. So like so. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone block here in the center, followed by a stone stair to both sides. On the left side here, it's going to be a skeleton skull. On the right side, a dark oak wood sign. We then want to go ahead and place down a stone block over here on the right side. Stone block in the center, and a narrow stone stair. On the stone stair to the left, a dark oak wood sign. Over here on the right, a item frame with a black bed in the item frame like so, with a dark oak wood sign over it like so. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 stone stairs over here on the right side. And on the left side, we're going to go ahead and have the same thing. So another row of 3 of stone stairs like so. We can fill in the center here with some stone full blocks. And on the frontier of these stairs, we're going to be placing down dark oak wood signs on both sides. So just like this. After that's all done, we want to go then place down another stone block here in the center. A light gray stained glass pane to both sides like so. Followed by another stone block in the center. One out to the side over here on the left side, and then a skeleton skull. On the right side here is just going to be a light gray stained glass pane here. Another stone block like that, and then we want to go and place down a andesite wall right here on both sides like that. Once we have that all done, we're going to go and then take our stone top slabs, and we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone top slabs here, followed by a second row of 3, and then a stone top slab there in the center, and then an end rod to both sides like that. After we have that all done, we want to go ahead and then go to, I guess our crane here will be what we'll work on next. So our crane for this build, which is pretty simple to do, it's going to be a stone brick, it's going to be a dispenser on top of this wall here, followed by a skeleton skull. We're going to then place down a iron trap door that comes off this stair like that going forward. And we want to go and then grab our stone brick slabs. We're going to place down a slab here. And then we're going to go and then place down a top slab, like so. And on top here, just 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors going forward, like so. And that right there is going to basically make our crane that will be on the side here. And we can also place down an iron trapdoor on the bottom of that one. So that's just our little crane there. And continuing on with the superstructure. So at this point, we want to go ahead and then grab skeleton skulls. We're going to place down a skeleton skull on top of this block here, and then one at a slight angle like that to the side, followed by a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the center skull, and then opened up toward it. In the corner space, we're going to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor, followed by dark oak wood signs that are going to be wrapped around the 2 sides there of that iron trapdoor. We're going to place down a dispenser here in the center, followed by an end rod, which will be coming off both sides of the dispenser, like so. We then want to place down a dark oak wood fence gate here in the center, open toward the rear, and an iron trapdoor to both sides. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stone blocks down the center. On the left side here, grabbing our light gray stained glass panes, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 light gray stained glass panes. And we then want to go and place down a andesite wall right here, a stone block, and their andesite wall there to the side. We want to go ahead and then grab our item frames, and we're going to place down our item frames here on the side of this block here, this one here, and we're going to place down beds. And those item frames like so. Item frame right here also, bed, and an item frame here with a bed as well. And then in this corner space here, we're just going to place down a light gray stained glass pane. On the right side of the ship, so the opposite side here, we're going to be going ahead and grabbing our glass panes. We're going to place down 2 light gray stained glass panes, 2 white stained glass panes, and then 3 light gray stained glass panes like that, as well as a dark oak wood fence gate, which will be coming off this second from last glass pane right here. So like this. So we'll have to delete that iron trapdoor, but we'll place down that there to the side. After that's all done for this platform back here for our mast, we'll be going ahead and placing down 2 redstone repeaters, like so. 1, 2, 3 light gray carpet, and then 1, 2 on this side, 1 right here. A stone block on top of that end rod there. And then going up from that stone block, we're going to place down 2 cobwebs, so 1, 2, followed by a stone brick upside down stair on top. And then coming off that stone brick upside down stair on the front, or I should say the back here, we're going to place down 3 iron bars across, and then also 3 on top of it going across like so. So that right there will be that for the rear mast. Once we get to this point, on top of this stone block here, I'm going to place down 2 cobwebs up, followed by an end rod, then a stone block here. And this stone block is going to go forward a total of 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. On the right side here, light gray stained glass paint on the 2 sides and 2 white stained glass paints there in the center. Over here on the left side, it's just going to be a row of 4 of light gray stained glass paints. We then want to grab a nether brick fence post, as well as an end rod and a iron bar. We're going to place down a nether brick fence post on top of this wall here, a end rod up, and an iron bar like that. And over here on the other side, we're going to place down 2 nether brick fence posts up, a end rod, and an iron bar like that over here on the right side. The very top up here of the ship, we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood trapdoor. Then taking our daylight detectors, we're going to place down 2 daylight detectors turned to night mode. And then we're going to place down a polished blackstone slab, like so, on the very front. So like so. Then after that, we want to go ahead and go to the side here. We're going to go ahead and replace this glass pane right here, actually with a stone block. And coming off that stone block, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone top slab. On top of the block, an iron trapdoor, followed by a nether brick fence post on the slab there, and then iron bars like this on top of it, like that, row of 3. After that, we want to go ahead and place down a stone stair, which will be located right here, followed by a skeleton skull to both sides of those stairs. And we then want to go ahead and place down a andesite wall, which will be coming off the back there of the stair, and then a skeleton skull on both sides there of the wall. Now after we have that done, we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence gate, coming off this wall like that toward the front there. And we're also going to be placing down a fence gate over here on the other side, so this actually skeleton skull is actually going to be a fence gate. And this skull right here is actually going to be an end rod, and on top of that end rod, we want to go ahead and place down a wither skeleton skull. So just a slight little change there on the side there, so like that. Then after we get to this point here, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence gate on top of this stair right here. We're going to open that toward the front, and then coming off that stair, or that fence gate, sorry, I should say, we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone upside down stairs like that going forward, as well as a skeleton skull on top of this dispenser right there. We're going to grab dark oak wood trapdoors, some redstone piers, and our wither skeleton skulls again. We're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor in this corner space here, and our trapdoor to the side. Our redstone repeater with the notches spread apart, and a wither skeleton skull on top of this trapdoor there in the front like that. Once we have that complete, we're going to go ahead and continue to work our way up the mast here with a nether brick fence post, a polished blackstone wall, basically 3 iron bars across there for that wall there. We're going to place down nether brick fence post going up from this right here, followed by a dark oak wood fence gate to both sides of the fence post. So 1, 2, like that. And we're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves some wither skeleton skulls, and we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull also coming off these fence gates here toward the back. From this point, we're going to place down a polished blackstone upside down stair on top of this nether brick fence post. So 1 upside down like that. And we then want to go ahead and place down a upside down stair on top of this upside down stair, so facing the opposite direction, like so. To both sides of this top stair, we're going to go ahead and grab some end rods, or I should say this stair right here. We're going to place down end rods here to both sides, like so. And then from that, we want to go ahead and grab wither skeleton skulls, and we're going to place down wither skeleton skulls at about slight angles on top of these end rods here. A fence gate, which will be coming off the back here of this stair here. A nether brick fence post on top of this stair, and then a iron bar on top of this fence post like that. Also on the back here, we're going to go ahead and grab a end rod, and we're going to place down an end rod that will be coming off these 2 end rods like that. And that right there is going to basically be our main mast. Now at this point here, one thing also we're going to change is we're actually going to go ahead and take this end rod right here. We're going to place down another end rod on top of it rather than an iron bar, and then an iron bar on top. So it's going to be a little bit taller there. And really what we have left to do now is our barrier blocks. So for our barrier blocks here, pretty straightforward stuff. We're going to go and start off by going ahead and going to this this end rod right here. We're going to drop down 3 barrier blocks, so 1, 2, 3. We're going to place down a lever on the bottom, which will be flicked toward the inside there of the ship. We then want to go ahead and grab some buttons. We're going to place down 3 buttons going up on this side, and then on the top 2 blocks buttons on this side. And the same thing will be done over here. So 1, 2, 3 barrier blocks going down, a lever right here on the bottom of this last one, followed by 1, 2, 3 stone buttons, and then 2 on this side as well for the rigging. And then we want to go ahead and grab our barrier blocks, and we're going to go ahead and place down one that's going to be coming off this here, and we're just going to go ahead and go down at an angle. So just keep going down like a staircase, 45-degree angle until we connect to this snare brick fence post, and we're just going to place down buttons there along the side. And over here on the other side, we're going to basically do the same thing. So it's going to be a barrier block here. We can't place down one here, do the iron bar, but we're going to place down one here. Then it's going to drop down again to one here right next to the snare brick fence post, and that's all we can place here. So actually, sorry, it's going to go down one more like this and like that. So it should look like this here for barrier blocks once these 2 fade away, like this. And we're going to go ahead and just place down our buttons here like that where we can. And that right there will pretty much sum up what we have there for the carrier. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing I'm missing on the conning tower, and everything does appear to be good to go. So that right there is going to basically do it for my tutorial here for the modernized USS Midway Midway Class aircraft carrier. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this design and are able to put it to good use. If you do want to use this build, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This being anything from a side of the build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear on social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Again, the big special thanks to Patreon supporter Koya for making this tutorial possible, and as always, feel free to check my Patreon page, link is always in my video descriptions. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gary 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.